Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1AAuto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to service the headlights on this 2003 Honda Civic. We're going to show you both just changing the bulbs if that's what you need to do, and we're also going to show you changing the entire assembly itself. And the reason we're going to do that, here's a look at our car before a new set of headlights from 1AAuto, and here's a look at a car after a new set of headlights from 1AAuto. Again, here's before. The headlights are dimmed and cloudy. There are companies that offer polishing for the headlights, and those work for about a month, and then you have to basically repolish them all the time because that's really nothing more than a coat of wax. New set of headlights, though, from 1AAuto go from this to looking like this. Takes miles off the front of your car. And the tools you'll need for this project are a flat blade screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, 8 and 10 millimeter sockets with a ratchet extension, and pliers and hammer. Pliers and hammer may be optional. To replace the entire headlight assembly, you do have to remove the front bumper cover, and the pliers and hammer are basically if you have some pins or clips that don't come out. Sometimes they're a little stubborn. If you're just looking to change a bulb, I can show you on the passenger side. Right back in here is your connector. Pull that right off. Okay. And then you pull a boot off here. Okay, and then you can see the back of your headlight there. You'll feel in here there's a little ring. You push it up, or you push it in towards the front of the car and then up. And then that retainer comes to the side. Pull your bulb out. This is in good shape, so put a new bulb in. Just make sure it gets seated in there correctly. Okay, then take your retainer, push it down, push it towards the front and lock it on. Okay, now take your rubber boot, put it around the headlight, push it in place all the way around the perimeter. Then take your connection and push it on. Okay, here's just another view of that out of the car. Pull the boot off. There's the retainer ring. Push it in and up. The headlight bulb comes out. Back in. Push the retainer ring in and lock it, and then put your boot back on. Start in the front and remove 4 clips. And what you do is just pry it up on a center clip here, and then do it from a couple different angles. Once you get that up, the center pulls out and then the clip pulls out. I'll just speed up the film here as I just take those last 2 clips out. Okay, up underneath is the same thing. My vehicle does have a couple of Phillips screws here, but I don't think these are original, so they either be Phillips screws or some other type of fastener. One on each side. Okay. And then there are clips just like the top side. These are usually a little more difficult because they usually have all kinds of sand lodged in them. And I'm actually just going to speed it up here. Like I said, they're the same thing you do on the top. You pull the center of the clip out and then pull the clip itself out. But again, on the bottom they get all kinds of sand lodged into them, and you'll see me kind of fighting with them and even use a hammer. Basically what you can do is once you'll probably get 2 or 3 of them out, but the other ones you might break the edges of the center off. If you end up breaking them off, then you can use a hammer and a screwdriver and actually just push the center right through. You won't be able to reuse the clip, but at least you can get it out. And generally, if you have 2 or 3 clips for the bottom, you can put them back together. Obviously, it's always best to use the number of clips that the factory provided, and you can actually buy, usually a hardware store has these clips in stock. You just have to look through their hardware, and they have a similar type of clip, and they're usually only a few cents each.
On each side, there's an 8mm bolt right up here over the front wheel. Okay, now take and pull out on the side. On the side, so out from the headlight, and the whole fascia comes right out.
To remove your headlight, there are four 10mm bolts.
You have
There's
to
one
remove.
here that I'm pointing to,
One here,
one closer to the fender, and then one down
on the side.
Actually, that one up
right
there,
here.
and then there's
And
one
up
underneath. Gotta kind of go
this
down.
way.
Hard to see it. Get a good angle here for you. It's right up
And there's a
in
bolt
there.
right up there.
I'm going to fast forward here as I take that first bolt off. These bolts kind of get rusty and they may break on you. If one of them breaks, it's not a big deal. And you break more than one, then your headlight's probably not going to stay in there well enough. Okay, here's a quick tip. If your bolt gets stuck in the socket, you just put a screwdriver right up through the other side of the socket, drop it, and the bolt will come out. And fast forward here some more as I remove the other bolt on the top, then the bolt from the side, and then the bolt up underneath, and you'll see I spend pretty much most of my time there. It's a little difficult to get to. I just use the ratchet handle and a socket and get it up under there, and basically just kind of crank away on it. There's not a lot of room to move the handle, so you just have to kind of go at it and be patient. Okay, now grab your light, lift it up in the front and pull it out some, then reach in behind, disconnect the main headlight connection, and then turn counterclockwise the other two connectors and pull them out, and the light comes right out. Light from auto. Just going to kind of pull some of the plastic back here, put it down into place, put your marker light back in, push it in, twist it clockwise to lock, and put your signal light up here. And clockwise to lock, connect the headlight. Okay. Slide it in place. Okay, now I just start in the couple bolts up top and then the other bolt down in the bottom on the outside. Make sure you put that bumper cover bracket up into the correct position. And like getting it out, the most challenging one is the one underneath to get back in. I basically just kind of feed it in there with my fingers very gingerly and get it started. And then just like taking it out, I get the wrench onto it and just patiently work it back in. Just like before, there's not a lot of room to turn the handle, so you just have to do it in small spurts. And once you get it tight, then tighten up the other three bolts. Feed it underneath the headlights. I've got a couple of my clips right here. Make sure it's underneath. Let's go underneath your handle there.
this up and put one of these clips in place just to kind of hold it. Push the inner fenders inside the fascia. Put these two clips back on. Underneath, push this up, let's put it all here.
I'm just going to kind of fast forward here as I put 3 of the clips back in the bottom and also reinstall the 2 Phillips screws that hold the cover to the inner fenders at the corners. And keep that speed and momentum going as I reinstall the 2 8mm bolts that hold each corner of the bumper cover up over the front wheels.
There it is all back together, and we did add a new set of headlights, which really makes it pop.
We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.oneauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.